Welcome to Templar Knights Music's podcast of St. Helena. I'm your host, Sir Rick Trujillo. What happened to the true cross after Jesus' crucifixion? Was it ever found, or was it lost forever? In 326 AD, St. Helena discovered the true cross of Jesus, which had disappeared after the crucifixion. St. Helena was the mother of Emperor Constantine the Great, who miraculously converted to Christianity and brought an end to the persecution of Christians within the Roman Empire that had raged virtually from the time of Christ's death. Helena, like her son Constantine, also became a devout Christian and was sent by the emperor to the Holy Land in 326 AD to recover what she could of the artifacts of Jesus and his apostles, particularly those associated with Christ's death and resurrection. Although her task was not an easy one, history tells us that every attempt was made by Emperor Hadrian to destroy all traces of the site where Jesus had been crucified and buried. He had hoped to extinguish the faith of Christians by making it impossible to worship at the site of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. He had the ground around Golgotha covered with earth and temples built to Jupiter and Venus. The tomb of Jesus was very near the site of his crucifixion, and the Gospels tells us that the bodies of Jesus and the two criminals crucified with him were removed quickly as the feast of the Passover was fast approaching. The crosses of Jesus and the two thieves had been hurriedly into the ground at the place where they had been crucified. It was customary for the Jews to bury the instruments of the death with the corpses of criminals, as they were considered those objects defiled. When Emperor Constantine's mother Helena arrived in Jerusalem, she began an extensive investigation to find the site of the crucifixion. With the help of a local Jewish man who acted as her guide, the site of the tomb was soon established. Emperor Constantine ordered the pagan temples built over the burial spot of Jesus demolished and the site excavated. First, the tomb which had been hidden for so long was discovered. Then the three crosses were also uncovered, buried near our Lord's tomb, along with other objects, like the nails and the spear used to pierce Jesus' heart. The title that Pilate placed on the cross of Jesus had been lying separate from the crosses, so Helena was not sure which cross was the cross of Jesus. With the help of Macarius, Bishop of Jerusalem, the true cross was identified. Now you ask, how can Macarius know which is the true cross? Well, what he did is he took the crosses to a well-known lady in Jerusalem who was sick, and she was lying at the point of death. While praying, Macarius, one by one, he laid each cross on the woman. The first two had no effect, but when a third cross touched her, she suddenly opened her eyes and got up. All of her strength was restored. After the cross of Jesus had been identified, Helena built a church over the place where she had discovered the cross. Part of the cross she sent back to Rome and could be seen in the church that had once served her own as a private chapel. She also left a part in Jerusalem, in the church she had built on the site of her discovery of the cross and our Lord's empty tomb. Of course, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. St. Helena died around 330 AD at the age of 80 years, with their dearly devoted son by her side. She was renowned for not only helping individuals, but entire communities through her works of charity. St. Helena was a very devout servant of God, and through her influences and work, Christianity continued to spread throughout the known world. St. Helena is the patron saint of new discoveries, and her feast day is August 18th. I'm Sir Rick Trujillo. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed our podcast tonight. Until next time, may the light of our Lord Jesus Christ shine upon you, guide and protect you always. Bye-bye.